mga ka-Mugshots and welcome to another episode of MugTanong dito na po sa Mugshots Now Digital TV channel. At para po sa tanong natin for today, manggagaling ito sa ating ka-Mugshots na si Chris. Panoorin po natin.
Hi po, Atty. Maggie. Ako po si Chris. May tanong po ako. Ang namatay po si dating Presidente Aquino, lagi ko po nababasa ang Necropolitics. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng Necropolitics?
Thank you very much sa tanong mo, Chris. Ang tanong ni Chris ay may kinalaman sa Necropolitics. So, dahil po nagtanong si Chris, siya po ay makakatanggap ng... So, sagutin na po natin yung question ni Chris. So, ang tanong niya po is about Necropolitics. Kasi nga, nung nakamamatay nga lang po, last week po, ni former President Aquino, maraming lumabas sa online and also sa television about this, a phenomenon called Necropolitics. So, yun po ang tanong niya. Ano daw po bang ibig sabihin ng Necropolitics? So, from the word necro, from the Greek word necro, that means death, and of course, politics. So, sa akin po, sa pagkakaintindi ko, ito ay matay ng isang tao, gives rise to a rise and fall of a political power. So, pero syempre, dahil nga po political tong term na to, I think we need an expert to enlighten us more on this topic of necropolitics. Siya po ay associate professor ng political science sa UP Diliman. Sa school ko pa po, sa Department of Political Science, College of Social Science and Philosophy. I'm very honored to welcome sa MugTanong si Professor Jean Encinas Franco.
I'm so happy to be here. It's my first time. Thank you, Atty. Maggie, for inviting me.
Actually, it's our privilege, Professor Franco, Ma'am Jean. We're very privileged na na-accommodate kami sa time mo. Alam ko sobrang busy ka, pero thank you very much po talaga. Hindi na kita naabot sa UP Diliman before. Ako kasi ako sa UP kasi nakikilala kami sa student number, so 9511925 ako. Pero hindi ko nasasabihin kung anong year yon. Yung hindi mga taga-UP, hindi ko naman nalaman. Hindi ko nalaman. Ano ba yung mga subjects na itinuturo mo sa UP ngayon?
International relations,
yes.
Feminist international relations, qualitative methods. Baka hindi mo pa naabutan yung qualitative methods, no?
Yung sa international relations, Professor Franco, naalala ko yan. Ay, sa Pulse 180 ba siya? O 180? 180, tama. Sige po. So, nagpa-Pulse 180 ka. Do you still teach ba Pulse 14? Hindi na po.
Hindi. Nung bago ako, pero right now, yung mga bago naman ang nagtuturo.
Oo. So, 180 na pala, IR, ang tinuturo ni Professor Franco. So, ayan. So, ito bang Necropolitics, Professor Franco, tinuturo na ba to sa UP? Kasi nung time ko, parang hindi naman siya tinuro. Or baka naman absent lang ako. Absent ba ako?
Hindi, yung necropolitics na naririnig natin ngayon, it's actually parang a misuse of the term kasi yung pag sinabing necropolitics, yung original na nag-theorize niyan, ang ibig niyang sabihin doon ay yung mga ginagawa ng Estado para in such a way na nagkakaroon ng privilege kung sino yung mabubuhay o kung sino yung mamamatay. Yun yung original formulation. Halimbawa, yung sa COVID, diba? Sino yung frontliners, sino yung nasa bahay lang, yung gano'n, no? Dahil sa pulisiya ng mga gobyerno. Pero dahil parang nagkaroon tayo ng history ng may namamatay, may nananalo, hindi lang sa national yan, marami sa mga probinsya, mga biktima halimbawa ng political violence, yung mga misis nila yung nagte-take over or yung mga kapatid nila, no? So, yun yung parang nababanggit na term na associate doon. No? So, parang dito sa atin, parang naiba yung meaning, no? Pero theoretically, iba yung talaga yung ibig sabihin ng necropolitics. No? Siguro yung mas malapit dun sa necropolitics, yung tinatawag na political widowhood.
Widowhood.
No? Ito yung, ako nga always argued, ang political widow si Cory, di ba? Ako, si Grace po, rin siya, by proxy, dahil hindi pwede si Susan Roses, nag-showbiz na tayo. So si Grace po, di ba? Kasi namatay si then naging senator siya. And when she ran for public office for a higher position, nung halatang-halata din na ina-associate niya yung sarili niya dun sa namatay niyang tatay, no? And also, ganun din si Pinoy, di ba? Widower naman siya kasi, syempre, wala na yung nanay niya, and then pagkamatay ng nanay niya, parang lalong naging popular yung Aquino name na naman, di ba? So, ganun, no? Ganun yun. And then, you know, hindi mo masisisi that people are now talking about so-called necropolitics in our context because of what happened nga the other day.
Yes. Pero ito po bang necropolitics, Professor Franco, saan ba talaga nag-originate ito? Is it really in the Philippines or it came from other countries?
Yung totoo, yung theory?
Oo, yung theory talaga ng necropolitics.
From some other countries siya, oo. But that does not mean that it does not happen in the Philippines. Oo, kasi this is also associated, for instance, dun sa war on drugs, yung ganon.
Dito po ba sa political culture natin sa Philippines, parang meron na necropolitics?
Oo, meron. Like, halimbawa, yung sa COVID-19 na lang, di ba? Parang ang sinasabi, ito ang pwedeng lumabas, ito ang pwedeng hindi lumabas. Yun yung, makikita mo na rin yung kung paano nila pag-isipan yung without, sometimes hindi naman natin sinasadya ito talaga, but then, parang in a way, it makes you argue that parang yung policy na yon, ang consequence nun, ikaw pwede kang mamatay, ikaw pwede kang mabuhay, di ba? Ganun yun kasi pwede ka, nasa bahay ka lang, pero ito kailangan magtrabaho frontline nurse sila, di ba? Doon sa war on drugs, may mga nagsasabi, pwede rin necropolitics yun. Bakit? Kasi parang nangyayari yung mga, dahil nga yung reports, puro panay mahihirap yung panay mahihirap yung nabibiktima. Parang gano'n, no? Pag mahirap ka, ganito ang itsura mo. Parang suspect ka na pwede kang quote-unquote matukhang, di ba? Yun yung, that's another way of putting it.
Pero kung i-explain natin siya sa layman's, yung parang in layman's term, paano po siya naging necro? Parang death and politics. Kasi parang, di ba?
Kasi parang very political yung pag-iisip kung sino yung mamamatay at kung sino mabubuhay.
Okay.
So, may in-include, may in-exclude. Kaya siya politics. Necro yung patay.
Parang recently po kasi, parang kung yung mga writings about, yan, katulad nga po nung pagkamatay lang po recently ni former President Aquino, parang na-relate nila, I don't know if that is a Filipino, di ba, term of necropolitics.
Parang naging Filipino version.
Na parang ang dating po kasi, parang it's a rise or fall down of a power is caused by a death of someone. Parang ganun yung naging idea ng necropolitics sa Philippines, So, parang ganun na ngayon yung parang, kumbaga Filipino culture, political culture ng necropolitics natin.
Yeah, oo. Kasi yung like what happened for instance in the case of Cory, may mga arguments na parang aside from the widow of, dahil nga naging widow siya ni Ninoy Aquino, nagkaroon siya ng parang moral capital, no? As someone who symbolizes democracy. So yun yung tagda niya when she ran for office and also when she was catapulted into power as a result of people power. And throughout her entire administration, meron siyang tinatawag na yung moral capital. So right now we don't know if yung pagkamatay ni Pinoy, it will translate into such at kung sinong tao, no? Right now, iniisip natin, it will definitely be a boost for the Liberal Party. But it remains to be seen how they're going to, mahirap sabihin yung word, to use this or to align their agenda for the 2022 elections to make use of whatever it is that former President Noynoy left behind.
Pero ito po bang necropolitics, does it only relate po ba sa cases ng politics ng mga Aquino or meron pa po bang ibang parang nag-benefit? I mean, history-wise, based on our political history. Meron pa rin po ba?
Yes, of course. like for instance, dito sa Philippines, si Robredo.
Yes.
Robredo,
So the
oo.
death of the
And then
husband caused
yes, so there are also a lot of cases in the local government level. Yung mga usually pinapatay during elections, or even prior to the election season, tapos ang nagsasubstitute yung kapamilya niya, yun yung parang may trend na gano'n.
Ano philosophy doon? Bakit po kaya ganun ang political culture? Ano yun, nakukuha ba nila yung parang popularity nung namatay, natatranslate doon sa relatives? Ganun po
Parang
ba
gano'n.
yun? Or,
Kasi yung outpouring of sympathy and grief during the death of that popular person, parang is translated to the one that will succeed him or her, no, after nung namatay.
so, meron pa po tayong mga questions sa pinadala po ng ating mga netizens. But before you answer that, Professor Franco, we will pause first for a break. So, welcome back to MugTanong, mga kamagsyas. Of course, guest pa rin po natin si Professor Franco discussing about necropolitics. But bago po natin balikan si Professor Franco, of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe Mugshots Now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, don't forget to click the notification bell. Okay, so we're back here at MugTanong again with Professor Jean Franco. Andyan pa po ba kayo, Professor Franco?
Yes.
Okay, so let's, yun naman po na mga tanong ng ating mga netizens ang itatakal natin ngayon. So yung first question po ng netizen natin is, yung rise ba ng Aquino to politics, can we attribute it to necropolitics?
Kasi nga, ang nangyari, di ba? Parang every time an Aquino dies, another Aquino rises into power, di ba? So that's something we have seen for more than 30 years already, no? So it's something that is not lost to the public now that we have just seen the funeral, the wake of former President Noynoy Aquino. So it's
in one way or another,
something that people thought about. Yeah.
Yes, but in your analysis, can we really attribute yung rise ng, let's say for example, Cory Aquino and the presidency of former President Pinoy also, can we attribute that to necropolitics? Or in one way or another?
Well, kung ibig sabihin natin ng necropolitics, yung may namatay tapos naging popular, oo, yes. Pero mahirap sabihin if it's going to be happening, anytime soon, no? In the case of the death of President Aquino. Kasi nga, although syempre hindi maaalis that people keep on speculating, kasi nga it has happened in the past, twice na, di ba? Kasi, remember yung kay Marcos at saka yung kay President Arroyo, they were very unpopular at the time.
Yes.
Now, we're in the context in which the current president is still very popular, at least according to the polls, no? So it's something that may be thought about, pero we need to calibrate it by looking at our current context.
Sige, second question po ng ating netizens. Malapit na ang 2022 elections. Makaka-influence po kaya ang pagkamatay ni ex-President Aquino sa result na magiging 2022 elections?
Yeah. I guess so, but it all depends on the Liberal Party and how they are going to, locate the legacy of former President Aquino to the agenda, no, and to the messages that they will convey to the public during the campaign season.
Next question po. Maraming nagpo-post ngayon ng yellow ribbon sa FB after the death of President Aquino. Can we consider it a form of campaign for the yellow political party? Campaign na po ba yon based on your analysis?
So, tingin ko support. Kasi right now, we don't have a candidate yet, di ba? Nor do we have a candidate that is supposed to be anointed by the incumbents. So parang, who are you campaigning for, di ba? Parang hindi pa malinaw. But malinaw that these are people who are expressing their support for people or politicians associated with the Aquino family and the Aquino brand, so to speak.
Okay. Sige po. Next question. To benefit from necropolitics, should Chris Aquino run for presidency? Nakakatawa itong tanong ng isang netizen na to.
Meron akong sometime in, I think, 2013, in the 2013 elections, may nag-aral na isang colleague ko sa UP, no? Inaral niya na yung support pala nga ni Chris Aquino sa isang tumakbong senador, malaki ang tinulong para manalo yung isang senador na yon, no? So, that in fact tells you the drawing power of Chris Aquino, no? So, not to mention now na meron din siyang, merong namatay na brother, may sympathy, may grief na nangyayari. So, definitely, if she runs, she will be a formidable candidate to be. But, I don't know if she will actually do it.
Pero based on your analysis po of the current political culture of the Philippines, magagamit pa po kaya sa ganon? If before you said that the death of, for example, the mom of former President Aquino helps a lot to the presidency of former President Pinoy, kung ito naman po kayang death ni President Pinoy, do you think it would also helps a lot if Chris, for example, decided to run for presidency?
Of course, yes, of course.
Okay, so last question po. Medyo marami tayong question, pero we just choose one. Last one. Will the death of Pinoy finally quiet the issues against him during his lifetime?
History will judge his his administration, and people who will study the presidency, and his policies will be able to do it in a more objective manner. Kasi what's happening right now, of course, because of the context, people are somehow getting a sense of appreciation of his legacy, of what he has done during his term, So yun yung nangyayari. But then again, it's the benefit of history and the benefit of an objective analysis by scholars or researchers who will study the presidency and his policies would definitely give us an objective account of whether he was a good president or not.
So feeling niyo po mawawala na ba yung mga issues sa kanya? Siyempre, di ba, before his death, may SAF 44, di ba, may mga issues kasi na ganyan Tapos yung gang back siya. So, do you think that, di ba? So, would it quiet, based on your political analysis, ano ba yan? Would it quiet, this incident would quiet that issues against him na?
I think, right now, people are keeping their mouth shut because, alilibing lang. We just passed away the other day. But then, I believe if there really is something to talk about, or if there were mistakes that happened in the past, of course, alam niyo yun, attorney, hindi na siya mahabla. Pero for the benefit of accountability, I think whoever are responsible should also be hindi ko alam naman kung sasabihin kasuhan or whatever, but should have a day in court or should be held accountable, no? Not necessarily a day in court, but probably, how can we improve so that this will never happen again? Things like these what do you call this? These thoughts, no, can actually make it parang a proper way of assessing a president's death,
Okay.
or a president's legacy pala.
Sige, so last question, Professor Franco. So, well, ano po ba ang nakikita nyo or your foresight sa politics sa Philippines? What is your foresight of the Philippine politics?
Alam mo, kasi nga, alam mo yun, no, that, Philippine politics is difficult to predict, mainly because we don't have a lot of data with regard to past elections, and we don't have strong and well-developed political parties that will, sana yun kasi sila yung nagpo-provide ng predictability in elections, by way of, merong mga primaries, merong malinaw na selection. But then again, in the absence of strong political parties, what happens is that we are not privy to negotiations, to people being invited or recruited to parties. So yun yung problema. I really don't know what will happen, but then again, the mere fact that the daughter of the incumbent president is being talked about as someone who's going to potentially run for the 2022 elections says a lot about the current administration. One thing is that the present administration is still very popular for people to actually regard her as the quote unquote successor. Secondly, the family is still a potent political unit in the country, rather than political parties. These are things that I can be certain about right now, and I'm sure the opposition is strategically thinking the ways they can, pursue their agenda in the coming months, primarily because they've been, may nadagdag na factor, the death of former President Aquino. So these are the things that will be talked about in the coming days. And, the specter of the death of Noynoy Aquino will not be far behind. It will be something that will be talked about in the coming days. And I hope it would serve as a unifying force for the opposition. It will boost its message. It will, give direction to its platform, which they should be able to present to the Filipino public during the campaign season.
Okay. Sige, thank you very much, Professor Franco, for, of course, sparing your time with us. I'm sure maraming natutunan ng mga kamugshots natin kay Professor Franco regarding necropolitics. And I hope nasagot namin, Chris, ang question mo sa aming magtanong. So, Professor Franco, do you want to have any last message to our mga kamugshots?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, Atty. Maggie, and I hope you keep on watching Mugshots, and I hope you have a lot of meaningful discussions in the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor Franco. God bless and stay safe po.
Stay safe then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, thank you again, mga ka-Mugshots, for watching this episode of MugTanong. Of course, see you again next Wednesday at 11 o'clock a.m. At sa mga gusto pong magtanong, katulad ni Chris, all you have to do is to video your question and send that video to our page. So you can post it as a comment or i-personal message nyo po sa page po ng Mugshots Now. And of course, meron pong ibibigay sa inyo ang magtanong na free voucher. So, thank you again mga ka-mugshots. God bless and stay safe.
Special thanks to Nagit Escorel Dental Clinic, Dermacare Face Body Laser Center, Andy Passion Eyebrow Embroidery,